people, the victim mentality, it's draining. Trust me, no one wants to constantly hear about how nothing ever works out, how everyone is the problem, and how there is never enough help. That's just draining and very tiring. I can't imagine living life on a loop, always thinking something is owed to me and I'm not willing to at least try and put in effort. That's crazy, you know? But at the same time, that would repel people. If you're constantly doing that, don't be surprised if people do not want to be around you. I say this to say, because there's something from the past that obviously affects how they currently operate. But there has to be a point where responsibility is taken. You can't point the finger and blame. And if you are still doing it, you need a deeper help, and you're not getting it. No one's gonna feel sorry for you. Guaranteed they're not gonna save you. You're not gonna get help like that. Honestly, this is why I believe everything starts with your mind. I personally believe everything is mental. If you believe that something can happen, it will happen. But if you believe it can't happen, then it won't. And something that I've noticed, people will not convince you otherwise because you've already set your mind on a certain decision for yourself. Which led me to ask the question, like, why do people limit themselves? I'm not exactly sure yet. There's a part of me that believes it begins in childhood. Like the crucial years of a child's life, a toddler's life, a baby's life. It's described that this is the time when their brain is like a sponge and it just soaks up anything new and informative. This is how they learn to adapt. And in the case of people, I guess, being in the victim mentality, it kind of feels like they've been in a survival mode, not necessarily like learning and changing and fully growing, but just surviving and making it day by day. So I can think that if there is a child not receiving proper love, proper care, proper guidance, proper support, there's going to be a cycle of limitation. It will slow down their growth and it can become destructive because if we have those broken cycles, it will continue on if that child decides to have their own child. But the best thing in this is that there's always a choice. Sometimes people feel like there is no choice and no way out, but I believe that there is always a choice. You can settle and you can stay comfortable, stay in a place that is familiar, or you can do better. Now, if you stay comfortable and you stay in a place that is familiar, don't expect too much to change. You'll be okay. You'll go with the flow. But if you want to do better, it's not going to be easy. I can guarantee that change will surpass your wildest dreams. But it's all up to you. It's mental. It's your decision, your final decision. Don't think that everything that you're doing will go unnoticed. There's always someone watching, taking note of what you're doing, how you're acting, how you're speaking, how you're dressing. They're observing, and in a way, they're mimicking. They might take what you do and adapt it to their lifestyle. So you might want to be keen with that. I've noticed in these moments where people have their own trials and tribulations, especially me at times, something I would ask myself would be, what is this trying to teach me? I feel like in everything that people go through, there's a lesson, there's something that needs to be learned. And if you don't learn it, you're gonna keep going through that lesson until you pass it, and then you can move on to the next level, which might have even more difficulties. And most exercises, do the best you can with what you have. If you have something, do the best that you can, and the doors of opportunity will open. You just don't limit yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Because as soon as you limit yourself and you believe that something cannot happen, it won't happen. And right now, we want things to happen. We want opportunities. We want growth. Because once people around you see the effort that you're going to put in, they're going to help you. We love to see people help people. I think that's another reason why we were put here on earth. We're here to help each other and support each other. But if you're feeling sorry for yourself, I'm telling you right now, and I've seen it firsthand, people are not going to give you all the money in the world or anything you desire, anything you want or need. You're not going to get it. Because you have to put in some effort. Because you can't take advantage of people like that. It's wrong. And it's selfish. So I grew up with this. I've been hearing this all my life. But then when I see it put into practice, it works. So it's called, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. And that is a very true statement. For some people, majority, your biggest enemy will be your negative thoughts. And these are the thoughts that casually pop up and make you feel like crap. They pop up, you can have the greatest idea, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, you don't have a great idea. Nobody cares. You're wasting your time. You need to get rid of those thoughts. Get rid of them. Block it out. Think about something positive. Get rid of those thoughts. Your mind is powerful. Personally, I believe we haven't even fully pushed ourselves to the highest potential of what our mind can do because we're so focused on limitations and we're so focused on what's comfortable that we don't always go above and beyond what we know we can do. So don't give in to your negative thoughts, but allow yourself to grow even if it makes you feel uncomfortable because your life could change in an instant if you don't give up. Don't see yourself as a victim. Don't dwell on the past. Don't do that. You're not a victim. Grow. It's a new day. See yourself as a conqueror. See yourself victorious. See yourself as a winner. Stop being so negative. You're not a victim if you're alive right now. And you make it to see another day. There's a reason why you're still here. You need to remind yourself on a daily that life is good and it's only getting better. Life is good and it's only getting better. I don't care how bad your circumstances are. I don't care how difficult it looks. If you persist in believing that you're not a victim and you're going to have great change in your life will get better. All right. I think we got the message. Have a good night.